Facebook. Go ahead and share the Facebook Live video. Just get ready to go with round one racing action here at Thirlby Automotive Street Nights. Got a nice turnout here tonight, over 130 entries, I believe. I don't know the final total here, but we'll know after round one. Got our high school class for performance paint out of Battle Creek. I believe we're up around 10 entries here tonight in the high school class. First pair coming out from Ludington is Robbie Kessling, 2006 Crown Vic, 1045 Dow, Woodstar Forestry Lane. Taking on Dominic Dyer from Bel Air, 96 Camaro, 17-year-old. Dominic, Dow's 850. Hike is performance lane, so left lane going to leave first by about just under 2 seconds handicap. Also, just a little heads up, foot brake challenge racers, you got an extra $100 into the pot from Phil Gunther in memory of Corey Gunther. Their payout will be $700 to win, $300 runner-up, 75 semi. And here we go, Dominic Dyer getting a round one win. His red light went on for Robbie. So Robbie will have a chance to re-enter the class. We'll have a $10 re-entry round. So racers that lose here in the first round of all classes eligible to re-enter, except for the foot brake challenge. Trevor out of Pickford left lane gets a win as Brendan Buckner from Thompsonville. The Camaro turns on a red light, so it's an automatic win for Trevor out of Pickford. Trevor Rye, I believe, 94 Caprice. If I'm wrong on that, let me know. Here is the next pair. Bring them up, please. Yep. Left lane 1990 F, the Ford truck, F-150. Not sure who the racer is, but late arrival, just got into the time trial. He's got his dad in the passenger seat. Take on entry 30, Jaslyn Brett Banner. Oh, not come on. Okay. Ford Mustang. He's got, we are live on Facebook. Thanks to our fans on Facebook for joining us.
Oh, boys, next play coming out, he'll be in the right lane at an 856.
Left lane, 300 lights. Right lane, better. 91 on the tree for Jaslyn Brett Banner. Feeling that, come on, racer. Getting it on a double breakout. She's 835 at 81 miles per hour. Jaslyn Brett Banner. Oh, not come on. Gets the win. High school round one action. Gannon Doherty from Honor. 1130 dial it. Taking on Noel Sabula. Bear Lake. Bear Lake Laker. 65 Galaxy. 1181 for Sabula Racing. Hike is performance lane.
856.
So a half second handicap for the Ford Galaxy. And the Galaxy gets a win. 4:29 reaction time as Gannon Doherty 014 red light start hands the win over to Noel. Ready for little, what is it?
Street Trophy?
Erickson Towing and Recovery. Let's have Erickson Towing and Recovery Street Trophy round number one. Here's Kyle Oliver from Brother, 93 Chevy Lumina, 1168. His first ever competition round here against Kevin Dean, who's got a tough customer for the Powder Road Mafia. On the Harley, 856. Kevin Dean, I believe, is our high school points leader. Actually, that goes on the front, on the dashboard of my truck.
Blue truck?
Yeah. Kyle Oliver has a reaction time advantage. Left lane 236 right side, 200 left side. It's going to be a win for Kyle Oliver. Left lane 1170 on the 11th. I don't have the lock it. 30-down margin of victory going to the Chevrolet in that pair. I'm sure we'll see Kevin back in the re-entry round. Here's Sean Lamb, Pickford Trans Am, 1056 dial. I've got an even number here. He's taking on John Creel. Creel goes red. It's going to be a win for Sean Lamb. Lamb takes a win, holds on to his buy run. 1050 on the 1056 dial in. Right lane 128 red light for John Creel. we have our street trophy. Erickson Towing and Recovery Street Trophy round number 1 to the lanes, please. And we are, looks like we're ready to go into them. We're ready to have them.
Go ahead, send them when they're ready, Troy.
Does Troy have all the dial-ins, or the buy runs, I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go, street trophy round number 1. First pair coming out, we got a Mustang right side. Hike is Performance Lane, taking on the Caddy. Caddy CTS, Mandy Stevens left side. 1107 dial-in. Deep stage and entry. Taking on the Rich Maycheck Mustang 95, Filer City, 1058 dial-in. Ford versus Cadillac. This is your first pair, street trophy action for Erickson Towing and Recovery.
1993 first. And Peterbilt Mustang is AO5 first.
Mandy Stevens all over this one. 023 her reaction time. She takes the win 11:19 on the 07, 68 miles per hour. Cadillac takes the win that pair. And left lane Brandon DeWeert from Shelby. 2 Buick Regal, 1040 dial-in, taking on Steve Savage, 81 Cutlass from Fountain. The Cuddy with an 885. Mike is Performance Lane. It's going to be the left side. In first here, Woodstar fortunately. Nice reaction time. He's getting a win. It's the opponent Redland. So Brandon DeWeert, crazy crew gets a win. Left lane 1044 on the 40. Brandon moving on to round 2. Lots and lots of entries here in Street Trophy. Looks like there's up around 30, 40 entries, I would guess, by looks of the lanes. Marshall Kelly from Coatmish, the challenger with an 897 for Dunn Wright Racing, taking on Ben Dyer, 94 Camaro from Bel Air, 850 dial. Ben Dyer nails the tree on this one. 033, nice reaction time. Left lane, not as nice. Got there and broke out, so the right lane taking 868 on the 50. Ben Dyer moving on. Allie Decker, 2005 Mustang from Kingsley left side. 2010 40. Taking on Tim Genhart, 2009 Smart Car at Manistee for Team Orange. 1333 dial-in, leading first by 3 seconds handicap. Reminder racers, all racers need to be dialed 8 seconds and slower here in the street trophy class. 8.00, just a heads up. Anybody's race here, Allie Decker, slight advantage, but she got there and broke out. Double breakout win going to the Smart Car. Tim Genhart takes the win for Team Orange. And 1030 now the Monte Carlo left side. 875, 1030 didn't come up.
I don't have my card for it. Oh, because he's in the money class and switched. That's why.
Okay.
I pulled his card down.
875 down. Taking on Jeff Adamick from Traverse City, 2015 Dodge Ram. 998. Monte Carlo has a light advantage here by 2 tenths. And the win going Monte Carlo 880 on the 875. Who was it? Oh,
Reno.
Huh?
Bill Reno.
Oh, it's Bill Reno? That's Bill Reno taking the win there with the Monte Carlo. I thought that was his car number. I wasn't sure if someone else was using it. Samantha Figure from Shelby, left lane, 06 Focus. 1155 dial-in for the Ford, and she goes red. She went for the Chevy truck, EDC-10 truck. Ron Carpenter from Mansalona takes a win. $973 ET for that Chevrolet. There we go, Smart Car, left side Aaron Boris. 1270 dial-in. Taking on Sean Lamb, 86 Trans Am from Pickford, 1056 dial-in. Sean doing double duty here. Took his win in high school class, coming back around here for Street Trophy. Oh, big red light here for Aaron Boris, so it's going to be a win for Sean Lamb. Right side, 300 light.
the right lane, 999 is down in.
Right lane ticket 1065 on the 1056 dial.
932.
Next up, left side, Pontiac. Cheyenne Bailey from Tipton. 86 Firebird. Pontiac, that was 880. Deep stage and entry. Taking on Brian Patterson from Kalkaska. 2014 Camaro LT. 950 dial in. Could be a win for Cheyenne. Left lane double 02 red for Brian Patterson. Left lane also on the red side, but the right lane doing it first. Cheyenne left lane. 891, 80 miles per hour gets a win. There's Henry Pat, 2001 Camaro, Z28, 847 dial in. Take on John Creel, 05 Harley. Bear Lake Racer. Last week's street trophy winner, John Creel. At the Corey Gunther Memorial. That's just 5 days ago, Sunday afternoon. Early evening, you got to win. So trying to go for 2 weeks in a row here. He's got a good shot here too. 018 reaction time for the Harley, 300, not so good left side. So right lane out front taking the win, 937 on the 932. John Creel gets around 1 win. Here at Erickson Towing Recovery Street Trophy. Here's Harold Murphy from Calva, left lane. Corvette, 938 dial in. Team Soul Seeker. Taking on John Edenfield, Kingsley, 2004 SSR. 999 in the Hikus Performance Lane. He's leaving first. 200 left, 500 left side, so the advantage going to the right lane. And with light going to that right side, 1018 on the 999, John Edenfield getting a win. Here's Robert Kessling out of Ludington, Crown Vic, 1045. His son Robbie just ran in the high school class. Take on Trevor Rye from Pickford, 94 Chevy Caprice, 958. 220 to 240. Anybody's race here. Reaction times are pretty close. Let's see who's got it dialed in. At the finish line, it's going to be Trevor, right lane, 961 on the 58, 2,000th margin of victory. What a race! That was the closest race of the night so far, right there, guys. 2,000th margin of victory going right side. There's Kyle Oliver, Lumina from Brother. Luis Abdullah from Manistee, 06 Audi A3. Kyle Oliver has light advantage left lane. He gets a win, 1181 and 1168. There's Tobin Kerbach, 2002 Duramax. SK Customs PK Racing, racing member Mike Peck, 1140 dial-in, Woodstar Lane. Tim Hewitt, Mopar, second challenger right side on McBain, 930 dial-in. Keeping them coming. This is our 13th pair of the round. Entries 25 and 26. Tim Hewitt looks like he's going to be able to go on by here. Double 05 reaction time. Mopar out front, right side 942. Tim Hewitt gets the win of that 70 challenger. Best winning light of the round so far, also 005. There's Jeffrey Bainton from Traverse City, 88 Jeep Comanche. Taking on Jeremy Schwartz, 83 Eagles. No, that's the Eco 1. I believe that's a 2013 Ford pickup out of Manistee. Got him consistent when he ran the Eagle a few weeks ago. He's got a light advantage here by about a 10, 350 to 440. Finish line out front. Jeremy Schwartz takes the win, 1023 on the 1005 for Pure Romance. Jeremy Schwartz moves on round 2. There's Caleb Cars, 84 Monte Carlo SS from Marion, 895 dial-in, taking on FS66 Silverado, right lane, 4-door Chevy truck, 1050 dial-in. They keep on coming. This is our 15th pair of the round. Caleb Cars out in front, taking a win left lane, 946 on the 895. Right lane in a second and a half off from loss. There's Dominic Dyer, 50 dial-in Camaro. Good matchup here. Bring him up. 855 right side. We're just about heads up. 64 vet out of DePlain, Illinois. Frank D. Winter. 4-speed vet. Gonna lead first here by just 0.05 of a second. Just about heads up. Illinois vet. Gonna try and take out Northern Michigan Camaro. Camaro with a much better reaction time, though. You can see that one. He got the jump here left side, 153 to a 369. And it's going to be a win for the Camaro as the right lane was out in front and went too fast on his prediction. He dialed 855, he went 8.28, so he broke out by nearly 0.3 for the loss. It's going to be a win for Don McDyer. He also broke out, but he only broke out by 100. Lesser breakout gets the win on a double breakout. Right lane under by 0.3. 0.3 too quick. That's why he was so far out in front. And left lane, I got the Audi, I believe.
One coming out is 304, without him at an 863, looking at power lane.
Gordon Briley, Traverse City, 2016 Audi Ace Up. Gordon, I believe that's the same gentleman that had the Lamborghini out here a couple years ago, if I remember right. Here he is in an Audi Ace Up. Jay Chalco, 34 pickup. Beacon area racer, pickup truck. Truck has a better light here, 058 reaction time to a 600 light here for Gordon. That is the right lane taking the win, 843 on the 830 dial in. Beacon area truck getting the win there. There's a Harley left lane, Kevin Dean from Outer Road Mafia, Harley Sportster, 856 dial in. 17th pair of the round. 7462 the entry. Oh, 29 for Kevin Dean. He's got a lot better reaction time here left side than his opponent. 400, 0.4 behind right side. The left lane taking the win by 0.5. 878 on the 856. The Harley moving on to round 2. Kevin Dean moving on. Next pair, NL66 left side. Pontiac takes an 878 dial
He's in the wrong class.
John Schalko Jr. right side from Twin Lake. 87 Regal. The 1015.
No, 66 is in the wrong
Oh, yeah, I thought he's the buy run in the money class, right? Left lane 024 red light for NL66, so it's going to be a win for John Schalko Jr. Right lane 963, big breakout. 1015 dial in. You can adjust that dial in next round. He got himself the white wind slip. Jake Wiederhold.
This car, an L66 now.
05 Mustang, Kingsley 1010 dial in. Brotherhood Racing, Midnight Oil.
Class.
1010 dial
In the money class.
Stephen Padilla, 03 Subaru from Free Soil, Subaru, 808 dial in.
Actually, he's coming your way, Cheyenne. An L66, he came in the wrong class. He was supposed to be in street big money class.
Getting on to our last couple here. Got Jake Wiederhold getting the win left side for Brotherhood Racing. 1041, 69 miles per hour, right lane red lit. Did video. On to our last couple of pairs here at Street Trophy. Now somebody's parked on the asphalt on the other side of the fence, I think. Yeah, they're on the pipeline. They're the power line. They're actually way on down. Yeah, they're sitting in a truck.
Run fast, just wait his way.
Next pair, we got the 3305 entry left side. Tom Tuttle. Yep, Tom Tuttle. Monte Carlo, Tom Tuttle from Muskegon. Take on Rob Ron Mallison from Manistee. Now it's one Focus Rally.
It's one play, but it's hot till Labor Day, one week. Furnace, like I said, shut the furnace off. It's cold. Man.
Mallison and Maine.
Really? Yeah.
11:37. He's leaving first.
I know, it's hard to-
Nearly 3 seconds handicap start here for the right lane Focus.
Or less. Like you said, you might go straight. You might go over the camera.
Money. Let's have our Little River Money class. Round one to the staging lanes, please. Little River Money class. Bring them up. Who's the Byron?
Either like that company.
NL66 has the Byron. Tom Tuttle has the better light here, left side, 047 to a 275. We win for Tom Tuttle. 856 right on the dial with a 0. Perfect ET run for Tom Tuttle. Here's your buy run for Kevin Dykeman from Holton. 85 Monte Carlo, TR49 with the 928 dial-in. Muskegon area racers here tonight. Good to have. Rural Thunderbird Dragway racers, I'm sure. Best reaction time of the round was entry number 346, had a 005. So number 346 had the 005. He's your new buy run holder. Dykeman moving on there. 933 on the 28. So racers that lost in the first round in either of our classes there, or any of our classes, except for the 4-rate challenge. Eligible to re-enter tonight in all classes for $10, except for the rider classes, a $20 re-entry. Yeah, that's right. Right now we have our Little River Money class, round one action, coming at you. Pretty quick here. They're coming to the lanes.
They don't have a high school type card for Jasmine. Come here to the tower.
Who?
Just Red Banner.
Jaslyn Redbanner to the timing tower, please. Jaslyn Redbanner. Oh yeah, no worries. All right, ready to go. Let's have our first pair here. Our Little River Money class, running for $500 win tonight. We got two classes paying $500 tonight, and the foot brake challenge paying us $700. That's some money to be handed out here for a street night. We'll have Flame Brandon Dewey, 1040 dialing. The sun's shining just right in there. I can look at him from the timing tower here. He's got a cigarette in his mouth, smoky. I'm sure his eyes are just watering like crazy. Doesn't phase him a bit. He's gonna go out there and try to get himself a white slip. It's a white slip hunt. Do a bring a left lane for Crazy Crew. 1040 dialing, take on Pammy Dixie. Speaking of a Crazy Crew, she's from the Little Bit Sideways racing team. 915 dial, the Houghton Lake racer. Pammy Dixie getting the best of this one. She's got it by about 2/10 off the line. A 30 to a 240. She should be driving by. Yes, she did. 942 on the 915. Pammy Dixie. Moving on. El Camino takes it. There we go. GMC Sierra left side. James Persinger. James, long-time racer here in the street nights. You see him all the time in that caddy Fleetwood. There he is in the GMC Sierra. Free soil, 1045 down, 1990X. No info on that one, right side. 1990X. 1147 dial, Ford truck. This is your Little River Money class. James Persinger, better light here, gets a win, 1046 on the 1045, 084 winning reaction time. Here's Mike Young, 1-800 Cut Tree Honda motorcycle, 770 dialing.
What's around?
Randy Stojkovic. The 4th of July weekend, I believe, was actually on the 3rd. He took his $500 win in this class. That Ford-powered 57 Chevy. And boy, he's on it here tonight too, 003. Mike Young right there also. 27 for the 1-800 Country motorcycle. It's gonna be a win though for the door car right side. 57 shoebox gets it, 943. 1100's margin of victory right side. Stojkovic takes him on the 003 reaction time. Here's Travis Marlin, Bear Lake. Marlin Race Cars entry. The Kia Sportage taking on the 2000 Camaro. The quick 618 dial. Traverse City Racer Jason Witt. Witten on the tree here, 45 to 111 left side. See Witt for Witt, 623 on the 18 as left lane got there first, broke out, 1227. So right lane takes a 623 to 112. There's 515, Donnie Hagar. I believe he's out of Clark Lake, 878 dialing, little Pontiac. And Rick Jones, Caddy CTS, from Cope Mission, 1107 dialing. Pair of deep staging racers. We've got a dead heat off the line. Both racers, 040 on the tree. 049, 047. Who's got it dialed in? Finish line. It's going to be a win for Rick Jones, 1107. Right on the dial, dead one at 66 miles per hour. I'm sure we'll be seeing that on his Facebook family and friends page. Dead one, 16,000 stripe, win going caddy. There's the 1993 entry. Ford Focus left side, 1105 dial. Henry Patton, 01C28 right side. An 847. 36 on the tree for Henry. He gets the win, 849 on the 847. Dominic Dyer from Bel Air, left side, 847 dialing for the Camaro, taking on Dale Lukes, 69 Charger out of McBain, 740 his dialing for the General Lee.
He enters a test.
52 reaction time for the General. Dominic cut that one in half, 110. Big win for Dominic Dyer. The high schooler takes it, 847, right on the dial to 0. Right, they breaking out. There's 1995. Chevy left side. That's
I
Cruise.
saw it took for
Yep, Chevy Cruise, 1185 dialing, taking on Tom Hansen, 74 Dodge Dart, 814 dialing. Winding down our entries here in the Little River Money class. 96 on the tree left side. 98 right side. We're almost identical reaction time.
Yes, the yellow card is for tomorrow.
804, right lane taking the win on a double breakout. How far gets it?
You paid $15, and this is the only card you got?
Yes, and then I got the yellow one for Dad.
There's BR028,
Or the white
Horse
one.
Racing.
For Griff.
Smart
For
car
Dad,
taking
okay.
on the 712 entry right lane.
Okay, so this, they gave you the wrong
That's
card.
a mess, yeah.
So, maybe you're just, you can still race them when you get to the You're already.
It wins left side. The smart car gets the win, 1269 on the 1262.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
Here's left lane Sean Lamb. 86 Trans Am on Pickford, 1050. The UP racer taking on Mark Daniels, South Boardman Camaro, 757 dialing. Good race here, 80 to a 50. Anybody's race. He's got it down in. Finish line is going to be a win for the right lane, 760 on the 757. Mark Daniels takes a win. 600's margin of victory going to the Camaro. Scott Swander, 70 Challenger from Benzonia, left side, 930 dial in. Woodstar Lane. Plum Dirty Racing.
Sherry.
Taking on Bob Bushin, 75 Malibu. Whitehall, 884 dial. Pig room, quick. Pig roast, Ah, cool. 24 the trainer for Bob Bush, and he's got a better light, and he's got a win too. Bob Bush is taking the win right side. Chevrolet. Paired up the Harleys here down left side. John Creel. Bear Lake. Taking on the MS30 entry right side. I'm not sure if that's a Harley. Not a Harley. Right lane has light advantage and win right side. MS30 gets win. 710 on a 7-0. Left lane breaking out the 400s for the loss. Joey Howell, Barrel Lake, 2004 Chevy Blazer, 1102 dial in, taking on the FC 32 entry right side. Chevelle. Rider class. Yep. Who's the Byron?
Oh my God.
Attention to the pits, let's have our rider class, round number 1. Thermal imaging inspection services, rider class, round number 1 for State Lane. It's going to be a win here on this pair. Joey Howell, Blazer, 1106 on 1102. Here's Melissa Wood. AMC Eagle, Wood Racing, Manistee, 810 dial in, 3305 entry right side. Tom Tuttle from Muskegon, Monte Carlo. 846 is dial. 3600ths of a second. The right lane going to lead first. Red light start here from Melissa Wood. Tom Tuttle. .852 right side. Tuttle. Moving on, here is 949.61. Caprice. 958 dial in. Skylark Jim Evans from Benzonia, 886 dial in. Fortress Security sponsored entry. Has the better light here with a double 05. Left lane not a double 05. Right lane out front, 894 taking the win. Jim Evans gets it.
NL66.
Is it even in lane?
This is them right here.
Okay, so we have an even number. 1963 left side, Chevy truck, taking on the 1114 entry right side. Red light start for 1114, so it's going to be a win for 1963 in Chevy truck. Kevin Dean, the Harley out of Calva. 15-year-old Kevin, 858, they got an NL66. He's your Byron holder right side, 898 dialing. Pontiac. Better reaction time going to the Harley. 48.
Or Texas.
24. Lane 866. 80 miles per hour. Kevin Dean gets it. Best winning reaction time of the round, Randy Stojkovic. 7x12 is your new buy run holder.
So Rich got it over there.
So we have our thermal imaging inspection services. Rider class, round 1 action coming at you now. Once again, we got Schlegel Racing also kicking into the payouts here. So we have a $50 going to the best reaction time in the rider class. So far the best, and that started with the time trial session. It didn't include the open time trials earlier. So it started with the time trial session they had a bit ago. And the best reaction time so far is an 0:10 by Honda Joe Knockhart. So he's a leader for that potential $50 win of the best reaction time so far in the rider class. So we'll make sure we send these ones carefully and make sure they're dial-ins. A little bit harder to see the dial-ins on the bikes and sleds sometimes, so we're going to make sure we get them right before they send them up to the starting line. A little bit extra TLC catching these dial-ins.
The number is 0069. It's all in at 667.
Got an Arctic Cat left lane down 694.
The bike coming out, the left lane, 430.
848 dial-in right side. Bring him up. Thomas Rosalie from Rockford left lane. Arctic Cat. Firecat. 694 dial-in. Star lane. Tom Smith for the Holden. Segan Area Racer 03 Electric Glide Harley for Sandy's Harley Davidson. 848 dial-in. This is your rider class, round number 1. 74 on the tree here for the sled. The bike with the 120. It's going to be a win for the sled left lane of 707 on the 694. The right lane got there first, broke out by 3/10. Got the snowmobile taking the win there in the first pair. Got Toby Hamilton left lane, 04 CBR 1000. And Kopish. And Mike Labby. Wellston, 08 Skidoo. Sled versus bike here in the rider class. Sled with light advantage, right side, 60 to 120. Finish line, it's going to be a win for the snowmobile. The Skidoo gets it. On a double breakout, he's 665. 400s, double breakout, goes to the lesser breakout. That was the sled, Skidoo. Gets a win. Here we go. For drag bikes, Tyler Fisher, Benton Harbor, Michigan. 2009 Kawasaki Ninja ZX14 with a 559 dial-in. Woodstar Forestry Link. Take on Joe Knockhart. Honda Joe out of Armada, 74 Honda. With a 745 dial-in. Red light for Honda Joe. And win for Tyler Fisher. Fisher also with a red lit, but it was right lane going red first. So Fisher getting the win here with a 561 on his 559 dial-in. And 126 miles per hour. Over the Benton Harbor Kawasaki Ninja. Moving on. Let's have our foot brake challenge. Round number 1 to the staging lanes. Foot brake challenge. Round 1. Bring them up, please. Here's Super Dan. Dan Kotz Jr. for Kotz Drag Racing, Burton, Michigan. Suzuki. Your points leader at Lapeer Dragway. Take on John Creel. Harley Davidson Sports. Bear Lake. He goes red, right side, 19 red. So it's a good win for Dan Katz. Katz also with a red lit, but it was the right lane doing it first. Lane 559 and the 552, 124 miles per hour. Right lane broke out and red lit. Here's Ty Hamilton, Thompsonville, 2000 ZX12. 627 dial-in. Taking on the sled right side, Jeremy Kruger from Manistee, 95 Polaris XLT. Ty Hamilton has a reaction time advantage left side. He's already driving on by and pedaling. You don't say pedaling on a bike, I guess you say gripping them. 36th thou margin of victory going to Ty Hamilton. Throttled him at the end there. That's what he says. Once again, we need our foot brake challenge. Round number 1. Foot brake challenge. Bring them up. 36,000. Cooling, Rockford, 2000 Rat Cat 800, goes 682.
That's why I'm wondering if it would help or not, like, the timing better.
Red light starting on the Rat Cat, so it's going to be a win for the Harley. Harley with a double 05 for Kevin Dean, left side. 863 on the 868, he's moving on. That rider class running for $500 to win. That was our first round racing action. Still got our bye run to go. 740. 770 the dial in here for Mike Young. Best winning reaction time was Kevin Dean. You just saw it right there, the Harley. So Kevin Dean is your new bye run holder. Ooh, I like that new sprayer. Look at that. There for the 1-800 Country Honda, 790 on the 770. He'll be back in round 2. Rider class racers that lost in the first round can re-enter the class for $20 re-entry fee. And we will run a separate re-entry round. As we do in all classes, a separate re-entry round will give racers a chance to run a re-entry round. And if they win their re-entry round, they advance back into their class in the round 2. So we have our foot brake challenge up here and ready to go for round 1 action. Driver's going for $700 to win tonight, thanks to an extra $100 donated by Phil Gunther, the winner of the foot brake challenge. So they're running for $700 to win, 300 runner-up, $75 semi. That's our race coming out next here, the foot brake challenge.
Did you announce Kevin Dean? Rider class?
Yeah, I did. Bye run now. And we did have 13 entries there in the rider class. 13 entered. 13 showed first round. And here we go with the foot brake challenge. Phil Gunther, left lane. The winner of the foot brake challenge back on the 4th of July weekend. 754 for the Jeep Comanche, take on Gary Lofka. Got his car back, got the Lumina back. Said he wanted it back, called the guy that bought it from him, and they made a deal, and got his Lumina back for Lofka Heating and Cooling. Here's the foot brake challenge out 716. Here's for the Kingsley. Gunther moving on, 1300's margin of victory. Here's Melissa Sedlacek, Skyhawk, Kingsley, 9 flat her dialing. Taking on Corey Thompson from Drawn, Charger RT, PCT Fabrication entry. Teach Homeschool Co-op, 931 dialing. Hikus Performance Lane. He's leading first by 3100ths of a second. Do the quick math there, 9 flat, 931. That means he gets a handicap start of 3100ths of a second. Difference in the dial-ins. Mopar on this pair. Finish line for that Mopar, 932 on the 931. 900's margin of victory going to the Mopar. Corey Thompson taking it. And in our foot brake challenge race, no re-entries. So the winners moving on. Losers out $70. Each of these racers laying $70 on the line. Travis Marlin, S10, 7 flat. Kyle Kidder, 718, 1800s ahead. And it's going to be Travis Marlin with a slightly better light, 20 to a 60 finish line. It's going to be Travis Marlin taking it by 17 thousandths of a second. Close race, and the win goes to the S10. All on reaction time, 20 to 60. 25 Chevy S10 on a Bear Lake Calabal repair. Turnout tool. High school re-entry round. Skip around the testing tool. Jumping in deep here. Nice light for Rick Jones. Oh, 38. Donnie Hines. They went for the right side. So 11-12 on the 1107. Caddy, CTS. Rick Jones gets it. And here's Ken Burke. Misek, Camaro. 928 dial at Woodstar Forestry Lane. Scott Allen, also from Misek. We've got the Misek Bulldog battle. 624 pairing up the Chevrolets here. Right with the Chevy. 69 El Camino. LC later machine for Ellen's Corners. Stokes chassis. Lafayette. Left lane. Camaro, 758 dial in. Taking on Dustin Cesaro, 704 dial in. He's trying to tell you what the dial in is there.
I know, but I can't.
604. Left lane for Daniel, 279 for Justin Cesaro. Cesaro slightly advantage by 300. Going Justin Cesaro right on the dial, dead 8 for the S10 for Mansalona Napa. Racer out of Kalkaska taking that one. Harley coming up now left side. Kevin Dean, high schooler. Calabal. Staring down his opponent. Dynamite Mel Huntley, 604 dial, Dodge Dart. Off the line for the whole barn. He's got to win 611 on the 604. Attention pits, let's have our high school re-entry round. High school class re-entry round. High school racers that lost in the first round that re-entered their class. High school re-entry round to the staging lane. We're going to skip around to test and tune, guys. We're going to keep our classes moving here. So we're going to go right back into the racing action for Performance Paint High School re-entry round. First round losers that re-entered. Bring them up. High school re-entry to the lanes, please. Here's 712. Left lane Chevy truck taking on Al McChesney. McChesney getting the win. Beverly. 712. That's the one you said was 806 left lane taking the win. I have no idea who it is. Huh? So right lane 618 dial in for entry number 627 with a buyer. That was Jordan Studley that last year. And right lane with the win. Who the hell's in the golf cart down there running right in front of the race car?
Wayne would have said it that way. He might have been going to Sherman Way.
6:16 on the 6:18, 13 miles per hour. So the best winning reaction time that round was Travis Marlin with an 0:21. He's your new by-run holder with 10 racers remaining in the foot brake challenge.
Getting Doherty, 6 entries in the.
So we have 6 racers coming up here for the high school re-entry round. Gannon Doherty is the by-run holder. So an even number, he'll just have to have a lane choice in his pair.
Catch that try 2020, Gannon Doherty with the Byron or lead choice.
Yeah, I think it is way down right now. It's not going.
There's a lot five.
6 cars, Gannon Doherty 2020.
Okay.
So once again, we're getting ready to go into our re-entry rounds. Each class will have a re-entry round except for the foot brake challenge. That's a single elimination race. But all racers, if you lost in the first round of your division, you can re-enter your class for a reduced fee. It's $10 in all classes except for the rider class. It's a $20 re-entry fee. We run a separate re-entry round. Those that re-enter have to run a re-entry round against each other re-entries. The winners of the re-entry round get to advance back into round 2. That's how all of our classes work. Here is your street trophy re-entry round. Excuse me, the high school re-entry round. High school re-entry round up and ready to go now. And we will do street trophy after that. We haven't called them yet.
I still have 999, 2000, and 930.
So this is your performance paint high school class re-entry round. Left lane the Crown Vic out of Ludington. Did you not get it?
No, I didn't.
We did not get a dial in on the Crown Vic, guys.
It's been like 10:45 about.
Racers, do not approach the starting line if your dial-in is not correct.
1047.
So left lane dial is 1047, and right lane 895 for Brendan Buckner, 2010 Camaro. We got him right now.
9:30 is what I see.
Sometimes it's helpful.
All right, let's have our street trophy re-entry round. Did you get a buyer in there? Street trophy re-entry round.
Jeffrey Bainton.
Jeffrey Bainton.
Bainton. Bainton.
Jeffrey Bainton is the buyer holder of the street trophy.
What's coming out? 304.
As Robbie Kessling gets a win here, Buckner went red.
Highway.
So John Creel, Garrett Fritz,
No, because you told me you didn't need that help.
Well, I don't need it. I just walk over my shoulder when I'm trying to do that.
left lane 930 for the Harley, and Garrett Fritz, F-150 with an 1144. And the right lane, and no, he got there and broke out, so left lane, John Creel gets a win. And your final pair, here we got the Crown Vic left side. Gannon Doherty, 1107 dial-in. Racer out of Honor for April Ray Photos. Outlaw Racing. Kevin Dean. Tough matchup here. Kevin Dean, your points leader. Gannon Doherty, your defending champ. Currently running 4th this season. Important round for these guys. Anybody's race too. Both racers 130, 140 on the tree. Let's see who's got it dialed in. Finish line. It's going to be winning for Gannon Doherty, 11-14 on the 07 as the right lane broke out by 400. So Gannon Doherty taking out the points leader here in round of re-entries. So a chance for some of the field to gain some ground, and Kevin Dean, the points leader tonight, out in round 1.
1S1, that's a red
High
truck
school
from
class.
the east side.
This is their third
Jeffrey
of 4
Bainton.
points races on the season.
1S1.
This is the only class with points here tonight.
That's one, right?
Red truck, 1S1.
One Saturday one.
Not up here yet. East side.
All right, once again, we need our street trophy. Street trophy re-entry round. These are our drivers that lost in the first round. Racers that lost in the first round, street trophy, that re-entered the class. They paid the $10 re-entry fee. We need them up here. Street trophy round one losers that lost and re-entered.
Okay, Troy, silver car, 7462 on the east side. I don't have him re-enter.
Okay, you paid. Just a little confused in the station lanes. We had a racer not on the list. Didn't realize he had to pay a fee to go in the re-entry round. Got that squared away. So we're ready to go with our re-entry round for street trophy. Erickson towing and recovery street trophy class.
Okay, Kevin Dean is not in this class. Those claims after this truck usually. After the orange truck.
Samantha Figure, left lane out of Shelby, 2006 Ford Focus, 1155 dial at 310.
5,000
Camaro?
money bracket and then
By Fife Lake, Michigan.
Yeah.
846 dial in.
35, 25 plus 10.
I'll give it to you because you're the one.
Nope, that's Noel, no, Melvin. Straight on.
There's a highlighting for street, car number is 7462.
So was it 25 and then 10?
Yep,
All right, I'll give you the 25 and then buy back go down. Is that all right?
yep, perfect.
All right, because I don't have them.
That's fine.
033 for the left side, 081 right side. Anybody's race. Slight advantage left lane, but broke out. 1900s breakout, right lane takes it. Henry Patton gonna move on. Samantha did a great job on the starting line, but the car ran quick and did her in. Here's Aaron Morris, the smart car, 1268 dial-in. Racer out of East Jordan, taking Rich Maycheck from Filer City, 95 Mustang with a 1058. Over 2 seconds handicap here for the smart car in the Woodstar Forestry lane. First, be about even with the Christmas tree when the opponent takes off. Yep. Nope. Opponent didn't wait long enough though. He red lit. So the smart car gets a win here. Aaron Morris moving on to round two. So this is your re-entry round. All these racers that lost in the first round, they're trying to win in the re-entry round for a chance to get back into round two. Our policy here at the track, that ensures that all racers in round two got there by winning round one. Here's Allie Decker from Kingsley, 2005 Mustang, the 1010 dial in. Robert Kessling, Crown Vic out of Ludington, 1047 dial in, 37 hundredths of a second. It'll be the Crown Vic leading first in this pair. Street Trophy re-entry round. Erickson, Tony recovery. Here at Thirlby Automotive Street Nights. And it's going to be a win for Allie Decker. Kingsley racer, Mustang getting a win because Robert Kessling and Crown Vic goes red. Left lane 991 on the 1010, breaking out by a couple tenths, getting a win. Here's the Corvette left lane, Harold Murphy from Calaba, 938 dial in. And 7462 right side. 850 dial in. BMW right side, 3:10 reaction time, 1:24 left side. Harold Murphy has a 2/10 advantage off the reaction time and win. Left lane Camaro for Corvette, Little Red Corvette, 747 and 947 on the 938 gets a win by 28 hundredths. Here's entry number 3022, I believe. Bring him up.
They are on.
Oh, this is 402. Look at the wrong car here. Steven Savage, 81 Cutlass. Fountain. 880 Island, Jeff Adamick, Traverse City, 2015 Dodge Ram pickup. 982 dial in. Leaving first by 1.02 second handicap. Street Trophy, money, Byron.
Jordan Starling.
We win for Jeff Adamick, right side, 997 on the 82, 500 margin of victory, and a good drag race going to the truck. Stephen Padilla, left side, 2003 Subaru. What about Jordan Starling?
Byron for money.
Oh, street. Stephen Padilla, 808 dial, Bristol Racer, take on Frank D. Winter, 64 Chevrolet Corvette, 383, Des Plaines, Illinois. Des Plaines, boss, 828, 2/10 handicap start here for the right side. See the previous mile per hour stuck on the board. The headlands are correct though. 230 to 420, better light Stephen Padilla, and he wins left side by 1900. Stephen Padilla, Manistee. Freestyle getting the win left side. And here's Ron Mallison from Manistee, the 01 Focus rally car. 1137. And Brian Patterson, Kalkaska, 2014 Camaro LT, 950 dial in. So I've got a comment on our Facebook here. Wendy Heineck says, yay, Jeff Adamick, Team No Tread member, he's got to win. Brian Patterson, double 04 right side. He gets the win, 964 on the 950 as the left lane broke out by 3/10. Double 04 winning light there for Patterson. And here's Jeffrey Bain, 88 Comanche, getting a free pass into the round 2. Re-entry round win. 11 flat dialing. Get some rubber there with the Jeep Comanche. 1129 on 11.0. He'll be back in round 2. So we need our Little River Money Class re-entry round. Little River Money Class re-entry round to the staging lanes, please. Racers that lost in the first round.
712. 712 coming from the west side. Camaro, I believe.
Time is it? Charlotte, no. Ed Peffer's not racing. Once again, we need Little River Money Class. Little River Money Class. Last call for the re-entry round. Round 1 losers that re-enter. Last call. Little River Money Class. Re-entry round.
Because it's not a Camaro.
rounds running.
I just don't want to be here midnight.
Coming out at 197, dialed in at a 770.
All right, here we go with the Little River Money Class re-entry round. First pair coming out. We Scott Swander left side. So,
We're going to be able to do any more testing.
yeah, we're gonna get a couple rounds of the races in.
All right.
We'll,
Cool, because I'm adjusting my training.
yep, yep. '70 Dodge Challenger for Bezoit, a 930 dial-in with Star Forester lane. Mike Young, 96 Honda CBR for 1-800-Country. This is your re-entry round in Little River Money Class. Drivers going for $500 to win. These are our racers that lost in the first round. Paid the re-entry fee for a chance to try and get a win here in the re-entry round. Racers that win this round go back into round 2 of that class. Scott Swander, nice reaction time here, 0:31. Right lane, 3/10 behind, so it's a good left lane out front. Taking the win, Scott Swander, back into the action. Welcome back, Scott. There's 1993 entry, left lane, the Ford Focus with an 1106, and L66 with an 878. Light here left side, 272 right side.
I don't see that number on the list either.
Could be a win for
I
the
don't
left
see that
side.
number on my list either.
What is it?
This black car.
I'll go down there and figure it out. No.
It's something 32. I don't have that.
Travis Martin, left lane, 1229 for the Kia Sportage. Take on the General Lee. Dale Lukes, 69 Dodge Charger for McBain. Luke Duke, Dale Luke, dials A733.
Underneath the collar.
Dale Luke's all over this one, 70 on the tree. Gets the win, 735 on 33. Back he gets. It's Cooter get up under the hood of the wrench.
Okay, got it.
Here's Melissa Wood left side. AMC Eagle. Wood Racing Manistee 810 dial, taking on Crazy Crew. Buick Regal. Regal versus Eagle. Regal's got the light here by a bunch. 90 reaction time right side, left lane 2 something. And the win for the Regal, right lane on a double breakout. Left lane under by 1800s, right lane under by 100th.
Yes.
Rider class re-entries.
Yes.
Attention to business, let's have our rider class, thermal imaging inspection services, rider class re-entry round. To the staging lanes now, please. Re-entries for the rider class, bring them up. Here's Donnie Hagar, left side. Pontiac, with an 879 dial-in. Got a 2310 entry, 66 Chevelle, FC32, car number 970 dial-in. This is your money class re-entry round. Once again, we need our rider class re-entry round to the staging lanes now, please. Left lane 032 for Donnie Hagar. And right lane 182. You win for Donnie Hagar, left side. Pontiac 894, 73 miles per hour. 1995 Chevy Cruze taking on 1028 Chevy S10, Christina Martin. Left lane leaving first by 4 seconds handicap. Better reaction time going to Christina Martin. By a 10, but she got a win right side, 766 on 765. Here's 1114 left side, 730 dial in. Le Mans, Pontiac taking on the fellow Pontiac, Trans Am right side. Sean Lamb from Pickford, the Uber, 1054.
I only have 3 on the list, and Joe Knockhart, T11, right now the bike pressure button.
6120, and better reaction time going right side, but the win going left side. 1114, Le Mans gets a win. So we go to high school round 2.
You skipped it last time.
How many's gonna
Guys
show?
that just came in.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you aren't still entered into the plan.
No, they have to pay for testing too, period. Not guys that lost already. That's not what it's about. 949 goes red here, win for 712. Right side, Steverlink gets a win. So we got our rider class re-entry round up here and ready to go. Let's have a round of test and tune. Racers have paid the $20 test and tune. To the staging lanes now, please. Test and tune racers, bring them up. That's the racers that paid the $20 test and tune fee for tonight only. Here is your re-entry round for the rider class. 740 dial in for the left lane, Polaris XLT. 804 for the Harley. Jeremy Kruger from Manistee, 95 Polaris, 740 dial in, Woodstar Forestry Lane. Tom Smith, Harley, 2003 Electric Glide for Sandy's Harley Davidson. Racer out of Holton, an 804. Racers going for $500 win here in the rider class tonight. Sponsored by Thirlby Inspection Services. You'll also get a Sandy's Harley Davidson prize check. Tom Smith,
Hey, Joe,
much better
hold
light
on there
right
for a
side.
second.
He's got a win too. The Sandy's Harley Davidson Harley getting back into the action here with a re-entry round win.
Joe.
Hold them there for a second.
Mark, can you hold the phone?
Katz is one first round.
Okay, never mind. He's good. Go.
Yeah, once again, this is the re-entry round. So right lane Joe Knockhart with the re-entry round by run. 745 dial in. Armida. 74 Honda.
No re-entries for boat right. Just testing two cars. They've been running classes. They don't need to run right now. It's just testing.
Joe Knockhart back into action. 747 on the 745. I mean, if you gave everybody a chance to make a time trial right now that lost so far, there would be 50 some cars in the lanes for a time trial right now. That's not what we want.
Well, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm just trying to figure out if this is your next one. Straight in.
So we got our test and tune round here for our drivers that paid the $20 test and tune for the night only. stage lanes are now closed. Get ready to go back into round 2 action of our classes. So, attention pit stage lanes are currently closed. Charlie's trying to get hold of you.
Yeah, like, these shades are that nice.
I think we should just not do any more testing. Say sorry, you should have got 4 runs in by now. We gotta try and get the event in. Attention pits, let's have our round 2 of Performance Paint High School class. Round 2, Performance Paint High School class, bring them up. Sean Lamb, the buy run holder, 9 racers remaining. Pickup truck here left side, I believe that's Valerie from what I'm told. Why is the tree not going? Oh, it's just deep staging, okay. Deep staging entry. 3:43 reaction time on the right side. So once again, we need our high school racers. High school, round 2 to the stage lanes now, please. High school class for Performance Paint. Performance Paint High School class, round 2. 9 racers remaining. Sean Lamb will have a buy run. Here's Kate Lamb. Over. 079 reaction time. Last call, high school class round 2. Last call, high school round 2. Bring them up. 9.
Should be 9 drivers.
right, here we go, round 2 action. Performance Paint in Battle Creek, sponsor of this division, the high school eliminator. 3rd points race of the season for them, Robbie Kessling. Started out tonight, 2nd place, Ludington Racer, Crown Vic, Mason County Central Schools, taking on Noelle Sebula. She's out of Bear Lake, 65 Ford Galaxy. This is round 2 action. Let's see who's going to move on to round 3. So we'll have 4 pairs here and a bye run. Noelle looked like she had a little stumble off the line there. That's probably going to cost her.
It's stuttering.
Stuttering when she goes take off. Robbie's going to take advantage of that. Yes, he does. Left lane. Kessling moving on. He'll head to round 3.
You're welcome.
Here's Kyle Oliver, 93 Lumina from Brother, 1168 dial-in. Jaslyn Breadbanner, Onekama. The Brother and Bobcats taking on the Onekama Portagers here. Not so sure they all go to those schools, but might be homeschooled. Either way, nice. Ford versus Chevy. Here we go. Kyle Oliver has led advantage, lead 137 to a 185. Win light's going to be Kyle Oliver, Lumina, 1168, taking it left side. 18,000 stripe, double break on win, going left side. Here we go, Gannon Doherty from Honor, 1107 down. Outlaw Racing, April Ray Photos. Taking on Trevor Rye from Pickford, 94 Caprice. Attached to the pits, let's have Erickson Towing and Recovery, Street Trophy, round 2. Tim Hewitt, the Byron holder. Tim Hewitt, stay the back of that. Win here, Gannon Doherty. 1108, 59 miles per hour, takes the win by 2/10. There's John Creel, Bear Lake, 05 Harley Davidson Sportster, the 928 dial-in. Creel. Opponent Dominic Dyer, Bel Air, 96 Camaro, 45. Woodstar Lane, Harley Davidson going to lead first in this pair. Camaro has a light advantage right side. 076 to a 174. It's going to be a win for the right lane Camaro. 846 on the 845. Dominic Dyer, start of the night, tied for 4th. He might have just moved up in the standings. Here's Sean Lamb, Pickford, 86 Trans Am, 1054 dial-in. He's your buy run. The best winning light of the round, Gannon Doherty with an 058. He's your new buy run holder with 5 racers remaining. .361 light here for Sean Lamb, 1054 dial, 1070, 67 miles per hour. So we got our Street Trophy round 2 up here and ready to go. We need you up here, Street Trophy racers round 2.
Go ahead and run them if they contract.
This is your Erickson Towing and Recovery Street Trophy. This payouts here 75, 25, and 10 like regular. So we got a trophy for the winner of this class and runner-up, along with some cash payouts, checks, $75 for the win, 25 runner-up, $10 semi. Street Trophy. Winnings here tonight. This is just round 2. They got to win a few rounds to get down to those.
You get to take it by. There was an even number of cars, so you can still have it now.
So we had 43 entries in the first round. Should cut her down to about 30 this round, or maybe 16 after this round. Andy Stevens, left lane caddy, CTS, 1108 dial-in, and Ron Carpenter, 80 C10 Chevy pickup, Antelona, 9:48 dial in. Red light start for Manny Stevenson, new win for Ron Carpenter. Carpenter 200 light runs the 985 on the 948. He was 4/10 off of the 200 light. He had a 6/10 package, but gets a win because the opponent red lit 070 red. Here's Jake Waiterholt, Kingsley 05 Mustang, 989 dial in. Brotherhood Racing, Midnight Auto. And Tim Genhart, 2009 Smart Car for Team Orange, Manistee, 1320 dial in. Sure he's got Ian out there in the pits cheering him on. Might even be in the car with him. And we've got a drag race right here. 150 to 113 on the reaction times. Slight advantage to the Smart Car. Finish line out in front is the Smart Car taking the win. 1330 on the 1320. Team Orange Smart Car moving on to round 3. Street Trophy round 3 action. Another Smart Car. Aaron Boris 1270 dial in. Henry Patton 2001 Camaro from Fife Lake 847. The East Jordan Smart Car leaving first. 144 on the tree. Henry Patton, a little bit better. 102. See who's got it now, that finish line. It's going to be Henry Patton on a double breakout. Left lane under by 300, right lane under by 100. Lesser breakout gets the win. That's Henry Patton's Camaro. That one could have went either way on those double breakouts. 1030, Bill Reno left lane, Monte Carlo from Sterling, Michigan, I believe. Taking an 875 dial in. Taking a Ben Dyer from Bel Air, 845 dial in the Camaro. Anybody's race here is Dyer taking the win, 854 on the 45. Left lane broke out. Crazy Crew now left side, the 02 Regal, Brandon DeWeert from Shelby, 1040 dial in, taking on Johnny Edenfield, 2004 Chevy SSR, Kingsley, 1007 dial in. Better bulb going to the SSR. They got there and broke out though by 200, so left lane takes it, one above his dial in. Brandon DeWeert gets a win. Here's Caleb Cars. Marion, 84 Monte Carlo, Jeff Adamick, Traverse City, 2015 Dodge Ram. Team No Tread.
204. Tower Lane. Dialed in at 855.
Better bulb going to the Team No Tread, Mopar right side. 043 reaction time to a 171. Finish line is a win for Team No Tread. Jeff taking it, 1017 at 62 miles per hour. Next up here left side, we got Kyle Oliver, brother, 93 Lumina, 1168 dial in. Brian Patterson, 2014 Camaro, Cal Casca, 960 dial in. Advantage for the Lumina. Finish line is Lumina taking a win, 1171 on the 1168. There's Kevin Dean, 96 Sportster, Powder Road Mafia entry. 55 dial in, taking on John Schalkel Jr. Schalkel at a Twin Lake, 87 Buick Regal, 950.
Coming out, 999. Dialed in at a 928. He'll be in the Tower Lane.
Anybody's race here, 140 to 150. It's gonna be a win for the Harley left side, 857 on 55 as right lane got there first, broke out by 4/10. Here's Cheyenne Bailey, Tipton. Tipton at?
Never heard of it.
86 Firebird. Got Jeremy Schwartz, Manistee. Ford truck for Pure Romance. 1005. Lead first right side. EcoBoost Ford. On the way. On the way late though. Hesitated and it cost him. So it should be an easy one here for Cheyenne as long as she don't break out. She's out there taking the win, 9 flat on the 887.
828.
How many was supposed to have? John Creel, Harley Davidson from Bear Lake, left side, 928 dial in. Jade Chalko, 34 pickup, an 828 dial in. And it's left lane, John Creel getting the win. Harley, 900's margin of victory. 10th pair of the round. 5 more to go. Here's Trevor Rye. 94 Chevy Caprice from Pickford, 960 dial in. 4-door Chevy taking on a 2-door. 85 Monte Carlo, Kevin Dykeman from Holt, 930 dial in. So 3/10 of a second. It's going to be the Caprice leaving first here in the Woodstar Forester lane. 200 to 300. The advantage going to the Caprice. Finish line, it's the Caprice taking it. 1200 margin of victory. Trevor the Uper getting it. Here's Jeffrey Bain, Traverse City, 88 Jeep Comanche. And Tom Tuttle from Muskegon, Monte Carlo, 849 dial in right side.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi.
How are you?
Good, yourself?
Good.
12 pair of the round, here we go. Oh, problem with the Jeep Comanche. Yeah, right lane on by on the brakes, making sure he doesn't break out. See, that's a smart play there.
Keep it
You see
up,
your
down to
opponents
5
having that
cars.
kind of issue. You're smart not to run out the back door. If you run out the back door and say he went faster than his 849 prediction, he'd have lost that race. But you saw him hitting the brakes there before the finish line. That ensured that he wouldn't break out. So we're going to need a tow back for the Jeep Comanche here left side.
Grab Melvin.
So we'll need Melvin with the tow machine here, if you're available. If not, there's somebody else here close that has a quad with a rope or a cart, one or the other. There's somebody down there to tow him on back. I guess Melvin's coming, so. Well, it looks like our racer's actually moving. So go ahead and fire up this next pair. Looks like we're good to go, guys. Got a Camaro or a Corvette here left lane, Harold Murphy. Racers, let's make sure your running lights are on so we can see you down there top end. Harold Murphy, Little Red Corvette with a 938 dial in left side and an 809 for Stephen Padilla, the 03 Subaru. This is our 13th pair of the round.
462 last 3 entry round.
Is that who's up here right now, or just yell this back door here?
Troy. This silver car in lane right here, right in front of you, 7462. He's not in this, he lost.
Stephen Padilla, 03 Subaru.
Behind.
200 light, Harold Murphy, oh something. Got a light advantage here by a half. Lit light for Harold Murphy, 400's margin of victory. Little Red Corvette moving on to round 3. Sean Lamb, 86 Trans Am from Pickford, 1054 dial in. Taking on Dominic Dyer, 96 Camaro from Bel Air. Attention to the pits, let's have our round 2 of Little River Money Class. Little River Money Class, round number 2, bring them up. 25 racers left. Randy Stojkovic is the buy run holder. Dominic Dyer going red here. It's a win for Sean Lamb. Yeah, looks like our final pair of the round, the 15th pair. 265. Put it back to street money, or street trophy. Jake Weiderhold left lane, 940 dial in. 990. Yeah, it's a 990 left side. Right lane, no power for 930. Tim Hewitt. Tim is your buy run holder. This is your final pair of the second round action. So you can do, you had
Steve wants to know if you're still in the money class. Don't know.
Say Kevin Dean.
Yeah, because he's still in money class.
this is Allie Decker left lane Mustang taking on Tim Hewitt.
Yes, he is.
Okay, thank you.
360 to 340. Anybody's race. Who's got it dialed in? Finish line. It's going to be Hewitt out in front taking 938 on the 930.
Can you repeat that, please?
Randy Stojkovic.
Randy Stojkovic, 7x12, west side.
All right, here we go with our $500 to win Little River Money Class round 2. Up here and ready to go. I didn't check who the buy run was there. Sorry. Switch to before I have a chance.
Well, it was just that one pair.
Right. Well, you gotta look at that one. And well, who did he win? Hewitt? Yeah, Hewitt won. He holds on to it. Good. What's up, man?
You Mike?
I'm Brian.
How do I find Mike?
Mike who? Mike?
Leopard?
Oh, he's at the Mid-Michigan Motorplex. I'm Brian Ledford.
Oh, Brian?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mike's at a different racetrack. That's my
Sorry.
cousin. My cousin.
Well, okay. I'm Carl Schlegel,
Okay.
so I said to put $50 up.
Right, okay. You can give it to her. Well, actually, I didn't even look at the last round, but I know the bike had an 010 in the time trial rounds. So, we'll have to look that up.
I said to give $50 each day,
Right.
so.
Right. This is round 2 of Money Class, right? I'll be looking it up. We'll catch it up here in a little bit.
However it works out.
Yeah.
Like I say, I wish, I just, I
believe
didn't
the
get
010
parts
is
till
still
5
illegal.
o'clock tonight for my sled, so.
Yeah.
That was like not gonna happen. But
Here we go, round 2 of the $500 to win Little River Money Class. We have Brandon DeWert left lane of the 1040 dial in the Buick Regal. And Rick Jones, caddy CTS. Right side. 11-12. Managed going caddy in this one, a 139 reaction time to a 279. But he got there and broke out. So left lane taken at 1052. Next up, we got VR028 Smart Car, 1267 dial in. Taking on 1028. The S1095, Christina Marlowe. 763 dial in. Round 2 action in our Little River Money Class. Oh no, kid on a Harley got 005. Street Harley kid got a 005, so that's your best one so far. Is this kid right here, actually? Right lane taking that one. Kevin Dean. 856 dial to the Harley. Callum taking on 712 right lane, Jordan Steverlink. Where Jordan's from, Michigan. Really good turnout tonight. I think we have about 140 entries or something like that. It's really good. Good. 40 to a 70. Anybody's race. Advantage Harley, but a win like going Jordan Steverlink right lane on a double breakout. Truck taking it. He heads to round 3 of the money class. James Persinger, 2016 GMC Sierra from Free Soil, 1038 dialing. And the right lane, 1114, the Le Mans, 730 dialing. Hikus Performance Lane. So 3 seconds handicap here for the truck. It's off. Nice reaction time, 0:45. Slightly better for the Pontiac, 0:35. Anybody's race. Let's see who's got it down in finish line. It's going to be a win going to the right lane. Le Mans taking the win, 735 on the 730 as the left lane broke out. Dominic Dyer from Bel Air, left side, 96 Camaro. This is round 2 action, Little River Money class.
Grandma, would you like
Dominic Dyer, 96 Camaro, 845 dial in. Pammy Dixie, Houghton Lake, El Camino, 915 dial in. Seven-tenths of a second. The El Camino leading first here.
We're around 3 now.
I was wrong.
round 2?
We're still around 2.
I'm a fan. I don't think we should do any more testing too. Just gotta keep moving the classes. Anybody's race. It's gonna be Dyer taking the win left side, 850 on the 45 as the right lane broke out. Here's 1993 left side. Side focus. 1105 dial in. Tom Hansen, 74 Dart Branch. Mopar. 804 dial in.
25 in this one. Probably arrested the first FBI guy today.
Oh yeah? Which one's that? Okay.
Clyde Smith or something? He's the one that falsified the
Oh.
documents. He might plead guilty.
I'll get out of here. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Yep, we'll bid out that. Tom Hansen gets the win here. He had a big light advantage, 100 on the tree to a 500. Scott Swander, 70 Challenger, Plum Dirty Racing. April Ray Photos. He's out of Benzonia, 928 here in the Woodstar Forestry Lane. Jason Witt. Hikus Performance side, 2000 Camaro. Traverse City, 614 dial in. 3 seconds handicap. 3.14 to be exact. Nice. 026 left side, 042 right side. Let's see who's got it down in. Both racers good on the tree. Finish lines. They went for the right lane, 616 and the 614. Witt moving on, 300th margin of victory for the Chevrolet. Here's Donnie Hagar, deep station Pontiac, 879 dial in, the left lane. Taking on Dale Lopes, General Lee, 69 Charger out of McBain, 731 dial in. Got a good race here. 058 here for the Pontiac in the left lane. 090 for the Mopar. It's going to be left lane Pontiac taking the win by 400ths. Donnie Hagar. It's all in reaction time. 50 to a 90. 400ths margin of victory. $19.63 the entry here left lane. Chevy truck. 1112 dial in. Henry Patton right side. 5 Fleet Z28. An 845.
I don't remember what you mean. Looked you read all those numbers. I didn't know why I looked at them.
032 right side. Henry Patton.
Told me you probably leave it about 10.
Left lane 118, right lane has it, 853 on 845. Henry Patton moved on to round 3. $500 to win money class.
What is
Clean
the
up here in our
number
starting line.
like again?
Joey Howell, left lane 04 Blazer out of Bear Lake, 1102 dial in. And Art Daniels, Camaro right side, South Boardman, 756 is dial in. Rider class, round 2. Fencer Pits rider class, round 2, bring them up. 9 racers remain. Kevin Dean is the Byron holder. Here for Mark Daniels, 754 on the 56, takes a win on a double breakout. MS Thirlby now left side, motorcycle, 7 flat dial, taking on Bob Bushin, 75 Malibu from Whitehall, 884 dial. Our last 2 pairs of our money class round 2. Skylark, Fortress Security. Racer out of Benzonia, Woodstar Forestry Lane, Buick Downs, 884. Taking on Tom Tuttle. Muskegon, Monte Carlo, 849. Once again, let's have our rider class. Final 9 cars, round 2. Final 9 entries. Not cars, there are not any cars in that class. My bad. Final 9 riders. Double 06 for Jim Evans. Gets the win, 890 and 884 dial-in. Gets the best winning lay of the round as well. Jim Evans, your new buy run holder, with a 006 win here. It's our 13th winner to come up right here. So it will be 13 racers remaining in round 3. So Jim Evans will have a buy run next round. Randy Stoikovich takes his round 2 buy run. Stoikovich, 938 on the 937. All right.
9 racers left. Kevin Dean with the buy run.
9 racers remaining here. The best light so far was that last round. Kevin Dean with a 005. We have Carl Schlegel. Carl Schlegel Racing is putting up $50 for the best reaction time here in the rider class, both tonight and tomorrow night. So Kevin Dean already looking good to possibly win himself an extra $50, depending on how well the rest of his night goes. But so far, he is the best reaction time with a 005. But here we go with our thermal imaging inspection services rider class round 2.
One coming out at 3021, coming in the right lane, is dialed in at a 5.
And here we go. We got Dan Katz, Super Dan out of Burton. He'll appear International Dragway points leader. It was last time I checked anyway. That's Greg Reeser. Suzuki drag bike, 552 dial. Take on Tom Smith from Holton. The 03 Electra Glide for Sandy's Harley Davidson. And he goes red. 38 red to give win for Dan Katz. Left lane at 054, winning reaction time. Katz, 555 on the 552 dial. Dan Katz moves on to round 3.
Coming out is number 50, and he is dialed in.
Tyler Fisher from Benton Harbor, 2009 Kawasaki ZX14 561 dial-in. Mike Labby, Wellston, always Skidoo with a 660 on the sled. 046, Tyler Fisher. He's got a light advantage by 700. He'll win left lane 568 on the 561. 300, Martin Richard going to the Kawasaki Ninja out of Benton Harbor. Good race. There you go. Got the bikes. It's Ty Hamilton, Thompsonville, 2000 ZX12. 630 dial in. Joe Knockhart, Honda Joe, 74 Honda out of Armada. Coming off a re-entry round win, getting back into the action. Honda Joe, double 04, right side. Ty Hamilton, 070. Finish line is Honda Joe, 748 on the 745 with a double 04 winning reaction time. And he takes the lead in the best reaction time contest with a double 04, and it's a very good chance of getting him a bye run next round. Here's Tom Rosley Jr. from Rockford, a 697 dial-in. Arctic Cat, Firecat, taking on Mike Young. Firecat all over this one. The 030 is Tom Young, or excuse me, Mike Young, 442. Thomas out front takes the win, 729 on the 697. 6/10 margin of victory. It was all on reaction time and then some. So yes, Honda Joe, double 04, takes the lead in the Schlegel Racing reaction time contest. Not only that, he earned himself a bye run next round with 5 riders coming back in the rider class. Honda Joe.
He had the bye run in the re-entry round.
He did take a bye run already in
Yes,
re-entry
there
round?
were 3 cars, or 3 riders.
Okay, I guess I'm told otherwise. He has had a bye run already. So Honda Joe has had a bye run, so we got to take that one away from him. Either way, he's got himself a trip into round of next, round 3. The best winning reaction time other than that, entry number 50.
Tom Rosley.
Tom Rosley on the Arctic Cat will be the new bye run holder. Tom Rosley is the bye run holder with 5 entries left in the rider class.
Footwork challenge.
Let's have foot brake challenge round 2. Bring them up. Foot brake challenge round 2. We have, I believe, 11 left. Nope, 10 left.
Travis has the bye run. There are 10 cars.
So once again, we need our foot brake challenge round number 2. Bring them up, please.
Ready when you are, Troy.
All right, we have 10 racers remaining here in our foot brake challenge. $700 to win, 300 runner-up, $75 semis. And here we go into round 2 action. 5 pairs. Racers remain. Travis Marlin is the bye run holder. taking it 79 on the 55. Got a couple big breakouts this round. She's under by, I believe, 600s. First pair, Rick Jones was under by 600s. Donnie Hagar was under by 5. So we got a little bit of an air change here or something. Here's Dynamite Mel Huntley. Dart, 67. Remember Corey Gunther, 604 dialing. And Scott Allen, 621. I'll see you later, El Camino. Dash in the pits. High school, round number 3 to the staging lanes. Performance Paint High School, round 3. Bring 'em up. We went for the I'll see you later machine by 12 thou. 12 thou, MOV, going Scott Allen. Once again, we need round 3. Performance Paint High School. To the staging lanes now, please. George Steverling, left lane, Chevy S10. A 790 dial-in. The Woodstar side. Taking on. The Mansalona Napa Polar Equator machine. Out of Calcasas, Justin Cesaro. Cesaro red light start. With for George Steverling. 827 on the 790 dial-in. Here's Travis Marlin, your buy run holder. A 699 dial for the S10 for the Potter Road Mafia. Take it on. Jason Witt, the Camaro out of Traverse City. 615 quick dial right side. 8400ths of a second. S10 leaving first here. Gonna be a win for the S10. Double 04. 708 on the 699, right lane 055 red light for Jason Witt. So we got high school round 3 coming to lanes now as we kick off round 3 of our Thirlby Automotive Street Nights. They're all here. Run 'em. All right, looks like we got all 5 of our racers. Our round 3 of our Performance Paint High School class. Let's see who's going to the semifinals. We know Gannon Doherty's going to be able to make it there as long as he can stage up for his buy run. All right, Robbie Kessling from Ludington, left lane. Crown Vic for a 1048 dial-in. Kyle Oliver, 93 Lumina from Brethren, 1168 dial-in.
20, 33, 43 cars.
This is your quarter-final round. Performance Paint High School. Street Trophy, 13, 15 left. Who's the buy? Attention to the pits. Let's have our Erickson Towing and Recovery Street Trophy, round 3. Tim Hewitt, the buy run holder. 15 racers remaining.
About 24 cars here, about 20.
Thunderbolt Kyle Oliver. This is going to be a win for Robbie Kessling. 1049 on the 1048. 200s margin of victory going to Robbie Kessling. Here's Sean Lamb, a Trans Am out of Pickford, 11 flat dialing. Over our up north racers here. Dominic Dyer from Bel Air, 845 dialing. Has Sean Lamb had a buy run?
Yes.
Sean Lamb gets the win as the right lane red let. Buy run here for Gannon Doherty, who's 5773.
Robbie Kessler.
Robbie Kessling has not had a buy run, right? So we have 3 racers remaining. We have Sean Lamb, Gannon Doherty. Doherty's taking his buy run now. Sean Lamb has had a buy run. Robbie Kessling has not had a buy run. Robbie Kessling will have a buy run to the final.
346 Street Trumpet.
346 Street Company is the buy run.
How many we got left?
15.
15.
So we have 15 racers remaining here, coming up in Street Trophy, round 3. Erickson Towing and Recovery Street Trophy. Driver's going for $75 to win tonight. $25 runner-up, along with the winner and runner-up trophies. $10 semifinal.
Let's go.
So here we go, Street Trophy, round number 3. First pair coming around. All right, here we go. Round 3 action. Brandon DeWeird from Shelby, left lane. Crazy Crew Racing. Got his friend Jeremy Benedict watching here online. He says, "Go Crazy Crew." 02 Buick Regal Dow's 1040. Shelby, Michigan taking on Mansalona. 80 C10 Ron Carpenter. Ron Carpenter. See him out here regularly in the Crow's Blood Chevelle. Here he is with his pickup. And he goes red. It'll be a win for Crazy Crew. Next up, Harold Murphy. Calva, Little Red Corvette. Team Soul Seeker. 938 Island Woodstar Lane. And Tim Ginhart, the 2009 Smart Car for Team Orange out of Manistee. 1320 dial in. Smart Car goes double 08 red. It's going to be a win for the Little Red Corvette. Harold Murphy takes a win with a 1:99 reaction time, 9:41 and 9:38. Here's John Creel from Bear Lake, 2005 Harley Davidson with a 928 dial-in. John Creel last week's, just 5 days ago, his Sunday's winner at the Corey Gunther Memorial Race here in Street Trophy. Jeff Adamick, 2015 Dodge Ram out of Traverse City for Team No Tread. .928 to 988, 6/10 of a second. Mopar leading first here. Mopar versus Harley. Red light on the Mopar, double 08 red light. So a win for John Creel. The Harley with a nice 025 reaction time. It's a 932, 74 mile per hour pass. Kevin Dean, 96 Sportster. Henry Patton, 2001 Camaro. Got a little burn down here. Harley got the jump. 16 on the tree to a 58. 400s advantage Harley. Finish line, win line for the Harley. 852 on the 851. 500s margin of victory going to the Harley Davidson. An 0:16 reaction time. Here's Sean Lamb, 86 Trans Am, Pickford. Little River Money, 13 laps. 2 minutes. Attention to pits, Little River Money class. Round 3, Jim Evans, Byron Older with the Skylark. Little River Money class, round number 3. Bring them up, please. 13 racers remaining. Jim Evans, Byron Older. Sean Lamb and Tom Tuttle. Round number 2. Round 3, I'm sorry. Trans Am on a Pickford. Good light here. Better light going Tom Tuttle. Tom Tuttle gets a win too. 869 on the 844. Both racers off their dial-ins by quite a bit. Here's Cheyenne Bailey from Tipton, 86 Firebird, with an 882 dial-in. And Ben Dyer from Bel Air, 845 dial-in for the 94 Camaro. Nailing them. Cheyenne Bailey, 0:12 reaction time. Ben Dyer, not an 0:12, 180. It's going to be a win for Cheyenne Bailey, left lane, 895. 73, she gets 1400s margin of victory on that one. Here's Kyle Oliver, 93 Lumina from Brethren, 1168 Island. Trevor Rye, 94 Caprice from Pickford. A couple of our high school racers here in Street Trophy. Kyle Oliver, nice light. Left lane. He's got the better one. 113 to a 147. Finish line is going to be a win right side though. Trevor gets on by 18 thou. 973 on the 960. Trevor Rye. Moving on. And here's your buyer for Tim Hewitt. Cheyenne Bailey, is that the name I believe? That was your best winning light. 0:12 was her reaction time. She's the new Byron holder, entry 517. Tim Hewitt moving on here with his Byron, 924 on the 930. He'll be back in round 4. 8 racers remaining. So we have 13 racers left here in round 3 of our Little River Money class. We got our Little River Money class up here for round number 3, 13 racers to go. Followed by our rider class for thermal imaging inspection services. 5 riders remaining there. All right, here we go with round 3 in our $500 to win Little River Money class. We got the Crazy Crew Racing left lane entry, a 1040 dial in. Take on Henry Patton, Fife Lake, 850 dial in for that 2001 Z28 Buick Regal. Shelby going to lead first in this pair. It's going to be a win for the Crazy Crew, a 219 reaction time. The red light went on for Henry Patton. guard. Pontiac Firebird, 883, deep stage and entry. Left side. Taking on Christina Mardlin, 760, her dial in. Over to Heikes Performance Lane. Round 3 action. Little River Money class.
Charlie Dyer needs to close his door. Not playing.
We need a door closed on the Camaro in the bird box left side here. Good to go. Here we go. We've got a dead heat off the line. 016 left side, 020 right side. Who's got it dialed in? Finish line. It's going to be Christina Mardlin, 759. On the 760s, left lane got there first by 21 thou and broke out by a couple hundredths. Christina Mardlin moving on. There's Dominic Dyer, 96 Camaro out of Bel Air. 845 dial in. Got Jason Witt, 2000 Camaro from Traverse City, 615 dial in. Jason Witt, 90 to 160. 700 advantage, got the win by 600s. 616 on the 615. Jason Witten moving on to round 4. Entry 1114. I should look up and see who this guy is. Entry 1114 here, the Pontiac Le Mans. 730 dial in. Take on Tom Hansen, 74 Dart. 804 dial in. We've got identical 115 reaction time. Might as well be 050. It's gonna be a win for Hansen. 805 on the 804. He ran the number. The other guy didn't. Here's Jordan Steverlink, left lane, Chevy S10 with 790 dial in. Randy Stojkovic, 57 Chevy with a 937. Attention to pitch, let's have rider class, quarterfinals, round 3. Rider class, bring them up. Thermal imaging inspection services, rider classes, quarterfinal round, bring them up. Red light on Stojkovic, so it's good. Steverlink got the red lights, a win for Stojkovic. Nice light there for Randy. 032, 025 red for Jordan. Here's Mark Daniels, Camaro, 754 dial in, taking on MS30 bike right side with a 7 flat. Left lane leaving first with an 082 reaction time. And the bike 536. Ouch. Should be an easy one here for Mark Daniels. Yes, it is. It's a 773 and the 754. And the bye run for Jim Evans. Best winning light of the round, Christina Mardlin with an 020. 7 racers remain. She will have a bye run next round. She hasn't had one, right?
No, she gave a job for sure.
.887 for Jim Evans. Skylark, 78 miles per hour. Yeah, we have 5 left, right?
Yes. 5 riders left. Number 50 has 5 riders.
Yes, I got
We have 5 riders left. We'll do our final 5 with a foot brake challenge. Foot brake challenge, you can bring them up. Start making your way up for round number 3. And racers, yes, we will do one more test and tune session for the test and tune only racers.
gosh, but I
We'll
don't
do
know.
one more test and tune session. That'll be after the foot brake challenge here. So probably less than 5 minutes away, we'll be calling our final test and tune session. Here comes your thermal imaging inspection services rider class, round number 3. Dan Katz drag racing Suzuki drag bike. Super Dan number 552 dial-in. He's over here in the Woodstar Forestry Lane. Once again, I said earlier, he's the last I looked, Lapeer International Dragway points leader. Long-time racer. I remember him years and years ago, ugly. Joe Knockhart, Honda, 74 Honda. Honda Joe out of Armada, 745 right side. Honda Joe's been on it here tonight. 64 to a double 04. To be win for Dan Cox. Left lane 561 on the 561. Right on the dial. Actually, 561 left side. Right lane got there first, broke out. So Dan Kotz heads to the semifinals with a double 04. Looking good for a possible bye run to the final.
We have to see who has the best reaction time between those two double 04s.
Yeah, this is a double 045 there. That might have unseated Honda Joe out of his $50. I'll have to check that out. Here's Tyler Fisher, Benton Harbor, Kawasaki Ninja, ZX14, 561. Kevin Dean, Harley, 851.
I need a dial in, Charlie. 697.
And Kevin Dean goes red. It's been a win for Tyler Fisher with a post 70 reaction time. Fisher just kind of going through the gears easily. He knows he's got a free pass into the next round. Foot brake challenge. Bring him up. Foot brake challenge. Round 3. 5 racers remaining. Travis Byron, is that right? Yeah. 5 racers left. Travis Martin will have a bye run. And here's Thomas Rosley Jr., 2003 Arctic Cat Firecat. Making his way into the semifinals, 686 on the 697. So it'll be Dan Kotz Jr. with a double 04 next bye run. He'll have a bye run to the final. And it'll be Thomas Rosley taking on Tyler Fisher in a semifinal round matchup. With $50 going to the loser. And the winner goes on to the $500 final against Dan Katz.
That's correct, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Cars in the way.
Should be 5.
Should be 5. We're missing the red truck, 712 George W.
All right, we need our foot brake challenge, round at number 3, last call. All right, let's see what Honda Joe has last round. 0042. 0045. Yeah. So far for that extra $50 in the rider class, the best reaction time, Dan Katz just had a double 045. Honda Joe had a double 042 the previous round. So even though Honda Joe out here in round number 3, he's still got a chance for that extra $50 from Schlegel Racing. And ready to go with our foot brake challenge, round number 3. Last call, 7-12, Jordan Steverlink. Last call. Test and tune round, test and tune. Racers are paid for test and tune only. Test and tune round in the staging lane. Alright, this is your foot brake challenge semi-final round. Phil Gunther left lane. He was the $800 winner at the first foot brake challenge. 86 Jeep Comanche for father and son racing. Racing a member, Corey Gunther. 756 dial in here in the Woodstar lane, taking on Scott Allen. 69 El See You Later, El Camino. For Stokes Chassis, Allen's Corners, Lafka Heated and Cooling, 624 dial in. Driver's got to win this round to get into the money round. 76 to an 82, anybody's race. It's going to be a win on a double breakout going to Phil Gunther. 755 on the 56 as the right lane broke out by 200ths, left lane under by 100th. Lesser breakout gets the win. That is Gunther. Takes with an 082 reaction time, so we're going to be watching that for the next buy run possibly. Here's Donnie Hagar, 880 dial in for the Pontiac. George Steverlink, 790 dial in. The Chevy S10. Red light start for George Steverlink and an 030 for Donnie Hagar. Has Donnie Hagar had a buy run? I don't believe he has. Donnie Hagar is going to have a buy run to the final in the foot brake challenge. And here is Travis Marlin, 699 dial. Big buy run. He'll be coming back to take on Phil Gunther in a semifinal. Loser of that pair picking up 75. Winner going on to the $700 final against Donnie Hagar.
None of these technically.
That's what I said. Whatever.
Okay, Troy.
Just roll with it.
Okay.
I was against it, but whatever.
Yeah, but one of these guys crashes. Gotta be around one of these. You know, whole side happen.
Special business of our Performance Paint High School semifinals. Once again, attention to the pits. Let's have our Performance Paint High School semifinal round. To the stage lanes now, please. It seems like it's darker out there to you. Maybe the bulb's out or something on the tower or something. Seems like it's a little darker out there a little bit. I don't know. Normal. So we have 3 racers left in our high school class, and Robbie Kessling is the by-run holder. He'll have a by-run to the final.
Eight left. Shelby, Cheyenne, Bailey.
All right, looks like we got all 3 of them here and ready to go. Here is your semi-final round in Performance Paint High School class. Let's have our next round, round 4 of Street Trophy. Eric Santonian Recovery Street Trophy, round 4. To the stage lanes now, please. 8 racers remaining, and Cheyenne Bailey is the by-run holder, but it won't be a by-run. She'll get a lane choice in her pair. All right, here's your semi-final round. Performance Paint High School. We got Sean Lamb from Pickford, 86 Trans Am, 1080 Dialing. Gannon Doherty from Honor, 1102 Dialing, 2200ths of a second. The Ford leaving first in this pair. Here we go. Better ball going to the Ford right side. For Outlaw Racing, April Ray Photos, 067 for Gannon, 135 for Sean Lamb. And it's going to be a win for Gannon Doherty right side. 1105 on the 1102. The Hikers Performance Lane moving on to the final with an 067 reaction time. We're going to have an all Crown Vic final round. So once again, we need Street Trophy. Last call, round number 4. Robbie Kessling from Ludington, Crown Vic, moving to the final round here with his by-run. 266 reaction time. It's going to be Gannon Doherty with lane choice in the final.
good. Right up.
Nine coming out, he'll be in the forward side, dialed in a 928.
All right, 8 racers remain here. Round of 4, Street Trophy. Erickson Towing and Recovery. Boyd Falls sponsoring this class. John Creel, last week's winner. The Harley Davidson out of Bear Lake, the 2005 Harley. 928 Dylan. Tim Hewitt from McBain, 70 Challenger. 930 Dylan. You saw the Harley got a good jump on a light there. He's off with an 093. Tim, 2:39, quite a ways behind, so it's going to be the Harley taking the win. The car had to break out in order to get there first. The Harley moving on to the semi-final, trying to get a win for 2 weeks in a row. Technically, it's the same week because he took the win Sunday at the Corey Gunther Memorial. Here's Harold Murphy from Calva, Corvette, Little Red Corvette, 938 Woodstar Forestry Lane. Trevor Rye, Pickford, 960 Island, Caprice. Caprice has a better light, 300, 306. Neither racer really good on the street, but right lane's slightly better and a win, Trevor Rye. He moves on to the semifinals. 963, 72 miles per hour, 400 margin of victory. And it was all on reaction time. There's Brandon DeWeert, Shelby, 2002 Buick Regal, 1040 Island, and Tom Tuttle from Muskegon. 844 for that Monte Carlo. Red light Tom Tuttle, it's going to be a win for the Crazy Crew. Brandon DeWeert heads to the semifinals also. Here's Kevin Dean, 96 Sportster for the Potter Road Mafia. And Sean Lamb from Pickford, 86 Trans Am. No, we're not. We had 8. Kevin Dean 002, red light.
One too many?
Figure out who was supposed to be here then. It's a win for Sean Lamb, Trans Am, with the 1074 on the 1080.
We had 15 last round, so
Supposed to be 8. Figure out who won last round.
but I mean, I had everybody on my list.
Maybe didn't have 15.
Sean Lamb wasn't supposed to be here. Here's one.
Did we just beat Kevin?
You sure? Look it up. What's his number?
68.
What, round 3?
This is round 4 of, so round, what did he do, round 3 of?
Round 3, he never even showed up.
Sean Lamb, the 86 TA, was not supposed to be here that round.
So we gotta reinstate Kevin.
Dean. So do we
Yeah, we gotta
have
let.
him run the,
Yep.
so Kevin's gonna need to come around and run.
So we
the
have a
car.
reinstatement here. Sean Lamb was not supposed to be here this round. Sean Lamb was not supposed to be in Street Trophy. So we have to reinstate the Harley. The Harley has to come back to the lanes to race his opponent. It's still in the lanes. So the Sean Lamb Trans Am that just won did not actually win. He was not supposed to be there in that round of the street trophy. Kevin Dean will be put back in to race his opponent that's still in the lanes. Where did Kevin? Must have just thought he got a wind slipper somewhere. Is he had anything he's done? Okay, we gotta go to footbridge, or what is it, Little River Money Class? How many's left?
7, Christine Martha.
Attention to the fifth, let's have our Little River Money Class. Little River Money Class. 7 cars left, 7 racers left in Little River Money Class. Christina Mardlin, by run holder.
849, switch up. Red.
Cheyenne Bailey left side, 86 Firebird out of Tipton, 882 dial-in. Take on Kevin Dean, 96 Sportster for Pod Road Mafia, 849 dial-in. Left lane deep station, moving right on in there. Here comes Kevin. Red light start right side, so it's going to be a win for Cheyenne Bailey. She moves on to the semifinal. Nice 0:21 reaction time. 883 on her 882 dial-in. Holds on to her Byron. We'll talk to Lambs real quick.
I have a picture for them.
Huh?
I have a picture for them too, if you want it.
A 5. Now we're missing 1. We're missing 1.
How many supposed to be? 7, you said? All right,
2X74,
7 racers.
Tom Hansen on the west side. 2X74.
He's coming right now.
Here he comes.
Looks like we've got all 7 here. Round 4. Payout here. 25. $25 for drivers to go out this round. Little River Money Class. Brandon DeWitt left lane. 2002 Buick Regal out of Shelby. 1040 dial-in. Take on Jason Witten. 2000 Camaro out of Traverse City. 615 dial-in. My dad's got a key downstairs. This is your $500 to win Little River Money Class, round of 4. weird off left lane of the 180 to 100 right side. The advantage, Chevrolet. Finish line is the Chevrolet taking it right lane 621 and 615. What a race. 7,000 stripe win going to the Camaro. And next up here, Mark Daniels, 758 for the Camaro. Out of South Boardman for Daniels Racing Engines. Shade Tree Logging taking on Randy Stojkovic. For Team Jackass Flats, Manistee 57 Chevy with the Ford 460 for power. Your $500 winner back in July here in Street Drags. 933. He's leaving first. Nice light right side, 47 on the tree. Daniels right there with a 59. Anybody's race. Who's got it dialed in? Finish line. It's going to be Mark Daniels, 758 right on the dial. Dead 6 at 95, 1/100th margin of victory. Randy Stojkovic on the brakes might have let him slip by for the win. Let's have our rider class. Rider class semifinal to the staging lanes now, please. Let's have our rider class. Bring them up. Still here in round 4 action. Got Jim Evans, 71 Skylark out of Benzonia, 886 dial-in. Fortress Security. Buick. Take on the Dodge. 74 Dart. Tom Hansen from Branch. 804 dial-in. Loser of this pair picks up 25. Winner goes on one step closer to 500. Jim Evans should have this one. Yes, he does. 26 on the tree to the 116. 500's margin of victory going to the Buick left side. And with an 026, Jim Evans, with 4 racers remaining, I believe, is your new Byron if he hasn't had one. Yeah, I think he did have one, didn't he? Yes, he had one. So, Mark Daniels. Mark Daniels is your new Byron holder with 4 racers remaining. So we have our Little River money class wrapping up here, round 4, sorry. Hold out, Christina. What's going on out there? 767 at 90 miles per hour. So we got our rider class semi-final coming up next.
I was wondering if I had one here now. I don't think I do.
No,
Sam said they have a hard time hearing when we're out, but they want to call it again.
street truck is okay till semis.
Last call, rider class. Last call, rider class, semifinals.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep, you too, thanks.
Go ahead.
Foot brake challenge semifinal. 4 left there, is it? Or is there 3 left? 3, Donnie Hagar by, right? Let's have our foot brake challenge semifinal. The station lanes now, please.
Number 15, snowmobile in the right lane, still dialed in at 697. The left lane is 3021, dialed in at a 561.
Huh?
Well, I guess there's still that, so.
All right, here we go. Semi-final round. Thermal imaging inspection service rider class. Tyler Fisher. Fisher from Benton Harbor, the 2009 Kawasaki Ninja ZX14 with a 561 dial-in. Here in the Woodstar Forestry Lane. We started out with 13 racers, 13 riders. We're down to 3. His opponent, Arctic Cat Fire Cat, out of Rockford, Thomas Rosley Jr., 697 dial-in in the Hikus Performance Lane. $50 for the loser of this pair. The winner goes on to the $500 final. We're gonna have an all drag bike final. Tyler Fisher makes the win. As Thomas Rosley, 390 red light start, jumping the gun. But he'll still pick up $50. So Super Dan Katz, the buy run to the final, needs to have better than an 065. Otherwise, it'll be lane choice for Tyler Fisher. Kawasaki versus Suzuki in our final. And it will be Suzuki with lane choice. Super Dan left lane at 554 on the 552 dial-in. 125 miles per hour. Dan Kotz will have lane choice in the final, as he had an 032 over the 065 winning light for the Kawasaki. So they'll be back here in about 10-15 minutes to run off for $500 to win, $100 runner-up, and a rider class final round. So we got our foot brake challenge, semifinals, final 3 racers up here and ready to go. Let's have our high school class. I believe we're at the final, aren't we? Yeah. High school class final round, Performance Paint High School, final round to the staging lanes now, please. We're done test and tune, right? That's why I said that the next one. And just a heads up, yes, we are done with test and tune tonight. No more test and tune runs. We're just going to finish up our race. We're already past the 11 o'clock hour. We're getting close to it anyway. Quarter till. Looking good. $75 for the loser of this pair coming up here in our semi-final round matchup. Foot brake challenge. Brought to you by Northern Michigan Racers Family and Friends. Facebook page. It's going to be Travis Mardlin taking on Phil Gunther. Like Travis must have won the lane choice. Phil usually likes this side. They both like the left lane. Hardwood left lane, Powder Road Mafia S-Tap. 699 dial-in. Taking on Phil Gunther. Father and Son Racing, 86 Jeep Comanche in memory of Corey Gunther. The winner.
Just gonna break the beams and come back out.
In the July foot brake challenge. 756 dial-in for Gunther. Looking good for Travis Mardlin here. 070 to a 117. It's going to be a win. Travis Mardlin, 698 on the 699. Double breakout. As a right lane under by 500ths, left lane under by 100th. Once again, we need our high school final round. And that's your buy run for Donnie Hagar. He'll be back in the final round to take on Travis Mardlin for $700 to win, 300 runner up. 029 reaction time, Donnie Hagar will have lane choice. So yeah, he said he was just going to go up there and break the evens, but he thought about it, oh, I better try to hit a light here because I can get lane choice in the finals. I get a good light. And he did just that. Street Trophy, 4 left. Attention the pits. Attention to the pits. Let's have our street trophy semifinal to the staging lanes now, please. Erickson Towing and Recovery Street Trophy semifinals. Bring them up. So I guess the race car to have is a Ford Crown Vic, because we've got an all Crown Vic final round. Gannon Doherty left lane out of honor. The Ford Crown Vic 1104. Outlaw Racing and Parade Photos. Defending champion here, 2019 high school class, taking on Robbie Kessling. The 06 Crown Vic out of Ludington, a 1040 dial-in. I believe Robbie Kessling is your new leader in the points. Going to try and increase his points lead here. Not if Gannon has anything to say about it. We've got a race though. Both racers 200 on the tree. One a slightly better 200, 204 to a 220. Wind light going to Gannon Doherty, left lane, 1105 on the 1104 dial-in, 64 miles per hour as the right lane got there first, broke out by 400ths. 1036 on the 1040. So Gannon Doherty picking up in the first place, $40. $20 going to runner-up, Robbie Kessling. Along with the trophies and the much coveted points. But definitely, yes, Robert Kessling, even though he got runner-up here, definitely got himself the points lead here tonight. That was the 5th round final. And here we go, semi-final round. Semi-final round in the street trophy for Erickson Towing and Recovery. Here's John Creel, 05 Harley Davidson. 4 left, right? 4 racers remaining here. The Harley Davidson out of Bear Lake with a 928. Trevor Rye out of Pickford, 960. 94 Caprice. John Creel with a light advantage here, but not by much. 025 for the Harley, 073 for Trevor. Harley taking the win, 934 on the 928. So it's going to be John Creel, the high schooler, heading to his 2nd straight street trophy final round. Got Cheyenne Bailey from Tipton, 86 Pontiac Firebird, 882 dial-in. And Brandon Deweert from Shelby, 2002 Buick Regal, the 1040 dial-in. Tipton's up by Sheboygan. All right. Cheyenne Bailey, nice light. 011 for the Pontiac. As the right lane had a 175. And win left lane by 4th thou stripe. She judged herself up some stripe down there. 4th thou, MOV. Left lane, almost giving it back, but 4th thou, she takes the white slip and moves to the final round. And with an 011, she will have lane choice in the final over the Harley. Harley had an 025, the Pontiac had an 011. Yeah, so that Pontiac's actually going to be in 2 final rounds, Foot Brake Challenge final and in the Street Trophy final. Yeah. Let's have Little River Money Class, round 5 to the lanes. Little River Money Class, bring them up.
Trevor can come up and see us. We can't possibly read his writing on his time card, so I can't tell who's right who's second.
We need Trevor from Pickford to the timing tower to verify your last name. We couldn't read your handwriting, sorry. I believe it's Rye. What's this round paying a little bit of money? This is your semi-final round coming up here in Little River Money class. $50 for losers this round. The winners move on to the $500 final, where it's going to be $500 to win, 100 runner-up. Also, if the rider class final round is ready to go, they can start making their way to the staging lanes as well. Rider class final round to the staging lanes.
Trevor Rye?
Is it R-Y-E?
Yes.
I thought, yeah.
I'll grab his check if you'd like.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Rider class final round. Also a foot brake challenge final round. Foot brake challenge final. Start making our way to lanes. Here's Jason Witten. Semi-final round action here in Little River Money class. $50 for losers this round. 2000 Camaro out of Traverse City, now $615 here in the Woodstar Forestry lane. Christina Martland right side, 760 dial, 95 S10. Cal Wall repair. Turn out tool. Double 02 for Christina, 076 for Jason Wynn. Christina Martland right lane 764 on the 760. 800 margin of victory. She takes the win with a double 02 light. That gets her to the final, and she's very likely going to have lane choice. Double 02 is tough to get by. Jim Evans, 71 Skylark, Benzonia, 882. Mark Daniels, Camaro, South Portman, 758. Hikes Performance Lane. Who's going on to the $500 final to take on Christina Martland? That's going to be Mark Daniels. 1:30 his reaction time. That'll get him to the final either way, as a double 09 red light went on for Jim Evans. So Christina Martland will have lane choice in that $500 final. So we've got our $500 final up here, getting ready to go for the rider class. Dan Katz will have lane choice.
MX31 has lane choice.
Right.
left? Just finals and street trophy. We're finals everything, right?